Hi everyone, and welcome back to another video of mine, and I really hope that you're all doing well and that you're having a lovely March. So in today's video I thought I would do a tutorial about how I make my stickers in the Silhouette program. The great thing is that you can make these stickers whether you have the beginner version or whether you have the paid. So I make stickers for my budget book and I really enjoy it, so I thought that this video might be helpful for you if you're looking to make stickers for your own budget book. So without further ado, let's get into it. So the very first thing I want to show you is how I do my text. So the very first thing that you want to do is go over to this A here, which is the text. So after clicking on the paper, I'm going to type my text. So just for an example, I will type March budget. And I don't really want it this size or font. So after I've wrote it, I will just simply go up here and change the font. I will change it to Autumn in November because that's my favorite. And I will also change the size. So this is what it looks like right now. So I'm just going to click off it. And if you're ever wanting to use your arrow, you just click up here. So that's a really good thing to know. And that definitely comes in handy. Let me zoom you in a little bit. So as you might be able to see with the March budget, it just has a red outline and the words are cutting into each other. So what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to click weld. You'll see that the words now join seamlessly together, and I'm now going to change the color. So you want to just go over here and you want to change the outline, and I just change it to black. And then after that, I just click here and click on black as well. So then it looks like that. So the reason why it's important to change it from that red outline is because the Silhouette machine is going to want to cut anything that is red, so we do not want it to cut all of that. Now the March budget doesn't have any cut lines, it's just a black text, a black font. So once we're happy with our font, we just select it, and how I get it to cut is I keep a little like white line around it and then a line, which is the new cutting line. And that's just a really great way to do it because none of the letters get cut off, so it is a more beginner friendly way. So what you want to do is you want to go over here to this column and you want to click this little star here. So not this star down here, not this see-through star. You want to click this star that is filled in, and then this offset panel will pop up. So you just want to simply click offset, and then this will pop up right here, and you are actually able to change if you wanted a square corner or a round corner, and I just leave it a round corner. So you're able to adjust it to your preference if you want it bigger or smaller, so it just depends, and this is quite a simple way to do it, but it's really effective. After having a play around, I like this one, so I would just click apply. And there is your new cut line. If you find after doing this that your text is too big or too small, then you're able to always change the size. So if you had a sticker that you wanted to replicate, say a payday sticker or a to-do sticker, what you want to do is highlight it. Then you want to go over here and click this one here, which is the replicate panel. And then you're just able to click the arrows and you're able to replicate it and make more, which is really great and saves you a lot of time. So that is a really great thing to know. So if you're wanting to create your own little section, you would come over here. And I'm just going to select the rectangle, then you would just draw around this section, and I'm going to change it to a blue so it's obvious where that part is. This little section is going to be its own little sticker section, which is great. For the payday, for the red, I would set that as a kiss cut, which means it's not going to cut all the way through, it's just going to leave the backing. And then for the blue, you would want it to cut all the way through. That way it is just its own section and its own little piece of sticker paper. Hopefully that all made sense. So if you're wanting to create a little sticker sheet, say of payday stickers, this would cut it away from the rest of the paper. So you would just have this right here. So the payday is what you're going to peel off and stick in your book, and this is just going to make it cut away from the rest. So that's pretty much the basics on text stickers, and I really enjoy doing them and they're quite fun. So now I will move on and show you how I actually do the boxes and things like that for my budgeting book. So I've just pulled up my most recent budgeting page. Here in Australia we have just came into autumn, so I thought I would do this fun autumn print, which I'm really enjoying. So let me do a quick run through about how I did this. So if you're looking at this and this seems quite overwhelming, don't worry. I definitely felt that way when I first got into stickers, but it takes a bit of practice and patience. The first thing you want to do is go over here and actually click on the rectangle. And then you want to obviously measure out your budgeting book so you're getting the right measurements. And that will just make life a whole lot easier. And once you've measured it out, you just want to do the outline like so. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make a bleed line. So Silhouette does actually have their own bleed line, but I just prefer to do it myself. Just so you know, it won't always cut perfectly every single time, so it's great to have a bleed line, and that is just good to give you that peace of mind. So what we're going to do again is we're going to come over here to the offset panel, which is one of my favorite and most used features in Silhouette. So you want to click it. So once you have a play around and you get it to what you like, so I've got it to 0.040, I'm going to click apply, and then this will be the bleed line. So that is how we're able to create our own bleed line, and you're able to play around with that and get it to the measurements that you like. So after doing that, you're able to have a play around. So you're able to fill the box with whatever color you like so. Or you're able to do what I do, which is you come over here and you're able to actually buy patterns from the library, which is a lot of fun. So they do have their own patterns, but I prefer to just buy my own because they're more my style. But if you don't want to buy your own, they do have a choice of all of these patterns, which is great. But here are all of my patterns. So as you can see here, there's a bit of a theme. I think I like flowers and leaves and just the outdoor in general. For this one, we're going to click on this, and then if you want to change it, so it's a little bit zoomed in for my liking, you're able to come down here and change the scale like so. And that's how you're able to zoom in and out of the patterns, which I find very, very helpful. But that's just a fun way to be creative and to make your stickers your own. And I just want to add in as well, if you're going to be selling anything like on Etsy or things like that, whether it be font or things like this with patterns, you want to make sure to buy the commercial rights. And the commercial rights just give you that peace of mind that you've done the right thing and that you're able to sell what you're selling. The commercial, as you might expect, does cost a bit more than the personal, but you just want to make sure that you're doing that if you are planning on selling it. Now what I want to do is I want to change this bleed line here. So you just want to come over here and click this. So after clicking that, you're able to see that it's gone, which is great. And you just have this bleed line here for your peace of mind. So that's basically how I do it, how I get it to print so there's no white on the edge or anything like that. But that's how I get these boxes right here. So like before, if you want multiple, you're just able to come over to the replicate tool and make multiple. So you're also able to change the color as well, like I said before. So if you want different colors, then you're able to do something like that. So how you're able to change it is you're able to come up over here and actually change it. But what I like doing is just changing it myself to something like that. And then I just simply drag it over to match the other. So that is the long way, but I just personally like to do it that way myself. But like I said, you can come over here and change it. And remember to offset as well every time. And this just gives you that peace of mind as well. And then as another example, how you can actually put your March budget into here, what you can do is you can just simply drag it over. So how you're able to change the size as well is you can actually go here and then you're able to drag it and change it to whatever you like. So I think that looks good. And then if you want to center it, you just go up here to the alignment and you can click for it to be centered in the middle. So that's how I do that. And then again, we want to use our much beloved offset tool. And this is great for not only doing the cut lines, but you're able to also create a background as well. So once you get it to the size that you're happy with, you want to click apply. And then what you want to do next is you want to come over here and you want to change the red to the grid. So that's gone. And then you also want to change the background. So that's a little bit easier to read and it just makes March budget stand out a lot more. So let's say we want to do something like this, so total income and then these boxes. And these boxes are just a way for you to write the amount in your book. So what we would do is we would go over to text and we would write total income. Again, it's set to no color, so we want to change that. And then you just want to change it to the font you prefer and the size. So you just want to have a bit of a play around as well. So once you get it to what you like, that's that done. And then basically how you create these little boxes to write in is you want to go over here and click the rectangle. You want to make sure that it's lined up as well with these words. So for example, in my book, I would want to have this lined up under estimated, so I'm able to write the estimated income and it's not like going to be like way over here. So that's very important to do that as well. So basically what we want to do is we want to go over here and click the rectangle, and then we just simply draw a rectangle in here. And then we want to just go up here and click white. So once that's done, that's how you're able to do it. And I personally prefer it to have a black outline. I just think that it looks a little bit nicer, but again, you can have no outline as well. So that is basically how I make these little boxes here and how I'm able to then write in them in my book. So that's super simple but great to know as well. So I really hope that you enjoyed my sticker tutorial on how I personally do it. There is, I think, a lot of ways to do it, but it's just personal preference, and this is how I do mine. So it's really important to know as well that there is no right or wrong way when it comes to making stickers. It's just your personal preference and what you find works best for you. That's how I make the stickers, and how I cut them is I click over here up on send. So once this page pops up, I then go up here and click line. And then if anything else is selected, so we're able to see the black and red is selected, I will just uncheck whatever else is selected and only leave the red, because I only want it to cut the red lines. So making sure that only the red is selected, so you can actually click on them and change the material, the action, the tool, and the settings. So that's really helpful to know as well. So that's really handy to know, because then you're able to change the cut settings. So for example, the red would be a kiss cut and the blue would be a different setting. So that's how I do that as well. So I really hope that you all enjoyed this tutorial, and it was a little bit different for me, but I really enjoyed doing it, and I really do like the process of making stickers. So I really hope that you're able to learn something from today's video as well. So don't forget to subscribe and give this video a like if it helped you. So I would love to know down below in the comments if you're thinking about starting a sticker shop on Etsy, or if you're thinking about maybe doing budgeting and doing your own stickers for budgeting. So making your own stickers for your budgeting book is going to be really fun and going to be a really great creative outlet. And not only that, you're also going to be saving yourself some money by doing it yourself. And let me know in the comments below as well if you have any questions, because I would love to help answer them. Don't forget to get your free Etsy SEO checklist, which is always down in the description below. And I will see you in my next one. Bye!